Welcome to Lucky Clover Budgets. Today we're going to be unstuffing and then restuffing my wallet, unstuffing from the week of the 25th through the 31st, and restuffing for the week of September 1st through the 7th. So let's get started. So we spent $440, I believe, this week that we have to unstuff. So I spent $2 on a soda at Circle K. I have some change over here to break these bills because I knew that I would need it. So I have 21, so I need $19 back. $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, and $19. Just flip these around. Oh, should have organized that before I started. That's okay. Okay, so $19 going back into coffee. That one doesn't get rolled over. Fast food, my husband spent, let's see, for work lunch, $6.52, so we'll just round that up to 7. 5, 6, and 7. Oh my goodness, come here, bills. So now left in fast food, we have 10, 21, 2, and 3. And that will just roll over into next week. We actually had a pretty good week. We had 3 no-spend days. Okay, for date night, $152.35. There was a new restaurant bar that opened near us, and we went there and had cocktails. So let me actually grab a 50 from my wallet. Well, no, actually, because it's 52, I'm going to round this down to 52, 152. I don't really like to do the change. It all kind of works out anyway. So I'm going to put in 200 and grab 48, 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is going to roll over into our rollover for the new car. And we get to count that and put it in the new car since the month is over. So we'll be doing that right after we unstuff the wallet. Let me grab a pen so I can actually mark these off as I go. We did that, we did date, and we did the fast food. Okay. Date night is now empty. Gas, we spent $29. I have 40 in here. So we are going to put back the 40 and grab a 10. 11 makes 40, and that will roll over. Rideshare, we spent $25. That was for me getting to work on those days that I was working overtime, and then one Uber that we took to and from, or I guess 2 Ubers that we took to and from that new bar and restaurant. So we have 30 in here, so I am going to put that back and take this 5 into the rollover. Drinks, we spent, mark that off, $16 at the bar. $10, $15, and $16. That's what we had in there. Instead of putting the drinks on date night, we actually spent more on drinks than that at the bar, but instead of having like an IOU, I just took that out of date night. Bubba's, we didn't spend anything on. Grocery, we spent $75. We have 80, so 50, 70, 80. My brain is not working the best because I've been working too much. Put that back in and grab a 5 for the rollover. Sam's Club we didn't do. Mark that off. And the last thing that we need to unstuff is our bills. So let's see how much we have in here. We had 2 Klarnas, and then I have money in here actually for our car wash subscription, but I ended up pausing it since we're going to be out of town for 12 days on our cruise. I ended up pausing it for the month, and so I actually need to take $27 out of here. So 25, 6, and 7, and that will actually go into the rollover because I can just stuff 27 within the next month's paychecks to make up for paying for it again in November. So now for bills, we have, get this organized again, 20, 45, 55, 56, and 57, which is what we should have for these 2 combined Klarnas. Sorry I bumped you. Okay. Now we have these 3 sinking funds. So anything that's in blue is a sinking fund, orange is debt, and then these are like our rotating variable expenses that we basically spend on every week. So these 3 are all in my excess binder, so let me grab that. I'm going to take this out of the way. And we're going to pull in this binder. I may have to readjust. Here we go. Okay. Liquor. We gotta go to electronics, which is right here. My husband got a new phone case and it was $23. So let me make some change. Put in 40. And then I will grab 10, 15, 16, and $17. And then the one that was already in there. So now we have 18, and that will go back into electronics. Since it's a sinking fund, it's not going to roll over. The next one is online shop. So we did an Amazon order. I will take online shopping needs 45. I'm going to roll that up, round it up, I mean. So 50 in, and 5 and 6 is going back into online shopping. Okay. And the next one is supplies. So right up here, let me mark off these 2. And I did gas earlier, so now this is the last folder. So we actually need 10 for supplies. I only have 6 in here. So what we're going to do, instead of taking from our rollover, because I don't want to do that, I'm going to come back to hobbies. And I'm going to actually put this 6 in there. Oh, if I can grab the folder, the envelope, I'm going to take the 10 out. I'm going to take the 6 and put the 6 in there. So I'm basically taking 4 from hobbies to make up for the 4 that we didn't have in supplies. I love this folder, but sometimes it's hard to open because I'm scared to break it. So, because I just love it so much. Put the 10 in there, and we're done with the unstuffing portion of this video. And we are going to move on next to the weekly stuffing for next week. So give me a moment, and I will be right back. I totally forgot that we have not done the rollover yet. So let me actually grab my car binder and we can stick that in there, count it, and then put it in the new car fund and see what that brings it up to. Let me grab that. Okay, I have the car binder, so open it up to the back. Right here, roll over. We saved this week from not spending all of our budget. Let me organize this. I can actually move this out of the way now. And we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. For the sake of my folder, I am going to condense this just using my change in this cash tray I have right here on my side. Okay, I am back with the 112, and we are going to add this now. Okay, so for our rollover for the month of August, we saved 100, 200, 320, 40. Oh, nope, that's not right. Hold on. 100, 200, 320, 30, 40, 5, 6, and 7. That is really good. I am now going to flip back to our new car. And in total in new car now, after we add this in, we are going to have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 50, 60, 5, 6, and 7. 667. Wow, that's really good. I'm very impressed with us for saving that much this month. So we actually started this at the very end of July. So I think it had $100 in it at the start of this month. So just by rolling over everything that we were under budget in and also sticking, I believe we put like $75 a week. It depended on the week. Some weeks we put 100, some weeks we put 50 to get 300. So that is really good. I'm really impressed with us with our savings. So now I will get the video ready for, or get my supplies ready for the extension of the video where we stuff the wallet. Okay, so I pulled all the money from my bills, and here's the list of everything that we expect to spend this week. And this is kind of a big bills week. So my husband's paycheck is a little bit smaller than it usually is because he actually pays the mortgage out of it. So the mortgage auto draws out of usually his first paycheck of the month, whichever one is closest to the 10th. So then I pay our HOA and my gym payment. So those are my two bills that actually get cash stuffed. I will stuff them in here, but they're going to go straight to the bank because these two both auto draw. The only ones that I leave in there are ones that actually come off of my credit card. So you won't be seeing me unstuff these next week. So, also my hair appointment is already in my bank account and my savings account. So you won't see me stuff that, or these travel ones. Also, those are in a high yield savings, and I will just charge whatever we spend in New York on my card, and then pay it as I'm in New York. So that's already in the bank. So anyway, let's count this money. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 50, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, $700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59. So $759. The first of the month is always when we have our highest amount of bills. I don't know if that's the same for everyone, but it's definitely a big chunk of our bills coming out right away. So let's go to fast food. What did I do with the $24 that were in here? I think I actually pulled those out and put them in the cash tray when I was making my money. So we're gonna stick 25 in there. Hopefully that's where it went. I guess I'll find out as the video goes on, but I think that's what I did because I pulled it out to count how much we had in there so that I knew how much to pull out of the envelope. Okay, so 200 for date night. And gas gets its 40 right there. Rideshare gets 30. Drinks is skipped. Bubba's is skipped. He's good. Groceries gets 50, 60, 70, and 80. Sam's Club, household toiletries, no. Let's see, events, no. Entertainment, no. Oh, planner stickers, I already actually spent that because I already bought them for October. So I did write them in, but I'm not actually cash stuffing those. So I guess the rest of these are for bills. Let me make sure that's true. So interest is considered a bill, so that's paying the interest on our margins. Should have really put it up there, but because it varies so much, I do it as a variable expense. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 51. So 351 to pay our HOA. And yes, I did not put that money in here for his lunch because I have the 13 for the Robinhood interest, but I do not have the 33 that I need for the gym. So let me go into his work lunch folder really quick and retrieve that $25. Okay, it was in his work lunch folder, in his work lunch. Oh gosh, it was in his work lunch envelope. I am having a hard time talking today. So it had a 50 plus my 33, so which it should have only had the 50 in there. So that is the 33 for the gym membership, and that is my wallet for the week. Let me flip back here and we'll stick this into bills. I may actually just set this with the other money that we just pulled out, since this all actually has to go back into the bank anyway. So we'll just stick that right over there with that money that we're taking back to the bank. And I appreciate everyone for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Leave it down in the comments below what you love most about September. I can't believe it's September. This month went by so fast. I love my new stickers that I got for October. I think they're very cute. I used just Happy Planner paper that I had, but I wish it didn't have the quote on the side because the stickers kind of like overlay over them. I wish I had a better example, but as you can see, it kind of blocks the words. But not a big deal. I still really like it and think it looks really cute and fall-like. So anyway, thanks again for watching and stay lucky. Bye-bye.